What's up, baseball fans? So I wanted to go over some storylines for the upcoming week in the KBO. Before I get started, if you haven't seen my power rankings for this upcoming week, you can see that video right here. So my first storyline is, will the Dinos continue to tear up the KBO? It's no fluke that the Dinos are in first place. They've been the best team pitching-wise, ranking first in ERA with a 3.26, and they just mashed the ball as well, ranking third overall in runs scored. This week, they have a key series against the Heroes, which is a possible playoff preview. And speaking of those Heroes, can the Heroes finally turn it up a notch? The Heroes are fourth in the standings currently with a 10-8 record, but they rank third in ERA and fourth in runs scored, so the talent is there. They've just had a hard time finding a way to win games. The offense has had trouble scoring late in games, and they lost 3 games last week by 2 runs or less. They have 2 tough series this week against the best team in the league, the NC Dinos, and another tough matchup with the best offensive team in the league, the KT Wiz. Ha-Sung Kim and Byung-Ho Park had better weeks last week, which is what the Heroes will need with these tough matchups coming up. And speaking of the KT Wiz, they have a series with the Doosan Bears this week, and that should bring a lot of offense. The top 2 teams in offense will go head-to-head as the Wiz rank first in runs scored with 119, while the Bears are right behind them with 116. However, these 2 teams are the worst teams in the league in ERA, with the Wiz ranking 9th with a 5.48 ERA and the Bears ranking last with a 6.53 ERA. There should be a lot of runs scored in this series, and I am very excited for that. Another storyline for this week is, can the Lotte Giants right the ship? Here's a team that started 5-0 on the season but have gone 4-8 ever since. The offense has been uninspiring and the pitching has been ineffective. Dan Straley will look to get back on track against the Lions this week after giving up 5 runs to the Tigers, but the Giants will have a tall task as they take on one of the best offensive teams in the Bears later in the week. And last but not least, can the Tigers and the Twins stay hot? After a 2-3 start to the year, the Twins have gone 9-3 ever since and are currently second in the standings. Roberto Ramos is having a monster start to the year, hitting 7 homers, 16 RBIs, a whopping OPS of 1.210, and he just hit a walk-off homer against the Wiz on Sunday. The Twins have a couple interesting series this week, one against a good pitching staff in the Hanwha Eagles, and against a team that went 5-1 last week, the Kia Tigers. And speaking of the Kia Tigers, they had a tremendous week last week that put them all the way up to 5th in the standings. The pitching as a whole has been great, and Yang-Hoon John earned the win in his last 3 outings. Preston Tucker went hitless in his last 15 at-bats to end the week last week, so he will look to get back on track after a red-hot start. If he does, and the rest of the team keeps firing on all cylinders, watch out for this Tigers team. So those are things I'm going to be looking for this week in the KBO. Tell me down below in the comments, what are some things that you're going to be looking for this week? That's all I got for today. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.